Hey everyone, welcome back to Beauty Business Unfiltered. We had a question come in about whether it's best to do an employed salon or a self-employed salon. So I wanted to run through the pros and cons of both for you so you can decide what is best for you. So if you are a salon owner that wants to build a brand and wants more control over the business, then I would definitely recommend an employed salon, because then with an employed salon you can have complete control over your pricing, how clients are welcomed, how the treatment is actually performed, how the therapists see the clients out of the door. You can have team meetings, you can build the business exactly how you want to build it. And for me as a salon owner, and I know for Amy as a salon owner, that's really, really important to us. So that's why we both have employed salons. Then you have the self-employed version. Now, there are lots of people out there that are doing percentage splits. So for example, 60% to the therapist and 40% to the salon owner. This is actually illegal. It's called employment in disguise. So if you are doing this, I would advise you to stop and look at your method that you're using, because you're just going to want to change it. There is lots of people at the moment that are getting caught doing it this way, and it's not very pretty. So I would then either choose to rent space or employ your staff. So this is just because if you have people on percentage splits, but you're still getting them to wear uniform, you're still telling them what times they need to come in the business, you're still calling them your team, then that's why it's called employment in disguise, because really you should be paying the taxes that come alongside this. People do get really scared about paying taxes and possibly having to pay maternity leave, and if a therapist doesn't have a client in that hour and you still have to pay them, all these costs come with a fear. But if you have a fully booked salon, or you're on the way to becoming a fully booked salon, then you can make a lot more money with the employed method. So I wouldn't be scared of them costs, even though they are kind of a con that come with doing the employed method. Then you have the rent a space method, which is becoming more and more popular nowadays. In America, it's really, really big, and it's coming to the UK, what was here in the UK. A few of my clients are doing it at the moment. They're called co-working spaces, salon suites, and it's where there's a building and everyone rents out individual spaces. Now, if you've got a bigger building and you have lots of spaces to rent, then this can be a really, really good way to run your business and still having some type of freedom. But if you've got a smaller space and can only rent out 1 or 2 spaces, then normally you would still have to work in the business to make it beneficial for you. So this is a good way if you are just happy doing clients, that's what you love, that's what you started doing, but you've got extra space in your salon that you think, do you know what, I could just rent that out, not deal with the stress, and just get a rental from it. That works really, really well. So it really does just depend. Like, do you want control and to build a brand and for you to make money from a team when you're not there? Then you want the employed method. If you want to still do treatment and just rent out space to pay the rent, pay the overheads, then whatever you make as profit, then the rent in space would be best for you. But then you can't tell them professionals in there what they can and can't do, because you have to see yourself as a landlord within that business. So I hope that makes sense. They're the different ways and the different models that you can use within your business to grow some type of team. And if you have any more questions on that, just drop us a message and we can do a Q&A on that too.